In the UK, stop and search powers allow the police to combat street crime and antisocial behaviour and prevent more serious crimes occurring. In some cases, the police have a right to search you or your vehicle. These powers are counted in various laws and many are specified with the Police and Criminal Evidence Act of 1984. Reasonable grounds can be based on many different factors, but cannot be based just on your individual appearance or the ethnic minority group which you belong to. This is unless you fit the description of someone suspected of having committed an offence nearby. Opinions on stop and search vary and have stirred up controversy and debate concerning the individual rights.
Yeah, I've been stopped and searched. I was at a tube station and a sniffer dog kind of indicated to the police that I might have been carrying drugs. It was a few years ago, so I was quite scared because I don't take drugs, or I was like, why is a dog pointing me out? And then I was dragged off by the police and searched and questioned and like that. So it was a bit. They never found anything, I have to say.
Of course, I've been stopped and searched because I was probably dressed in a certain way and walking in a certain way. I think makes me feel like to hate police, innit?
I stop and search people because it is a very powerful tool available to us. Obviously, we go to a lot of jobs within the town, and we may have received information on the way to say that an individual could be in possession of a knife, other instruments they could use for breaking into motor vehicles, or they could be in possession of drugs. So being able to have the power to go up and stop these individuals and have the power to search them on the street, still possibly close to the scene of a crime, is very good. It gives us an early opportunity to seize any evidence, and obviously then that is very good when we take these people to court.
Well, in the past it was certainly the case that certain young people from particular minorities were being stopped more than others. But I don't know what the situation is in Luton. I imagine that the police, and I know that the police are very very careful about anybody they stop and arrest, and don't make too many misjudgments about people. But I think any random approach to stopping people, I think, has to be used very sensitively and very judiciously, not random, not generally, because all that happens then is you offend vast numbers of people, and one doesn't want to build up a degree of alienation between the police and ordinary people. And I think so this kind of approach, I think, runs the risk of doing that.
Of course, then there are other powers such as a Section 60, which is not in power all the time. It has to be authorised, normally by a superintendent. That gives us the power to stop anybody within that specified area for any reason. We don't even have to have a reason. We can just stop and search them. Of course, people still have their normal human rights, but once they're detained for the purposes of a search, that search will be conducted because I will then be exercising my powers to detain them for the purpose of that search. Afterwards, obviously they get a record of the search, that is their right, and they will receive that, and they also have the right to make a complaint if they think they haven't been treated fairly.
I think that the police have a right to be able to stop and search people if they have a legitimate reason to search them, because searching them purely based on appearance is really wrong, because they may not even be doing anything wrong. But if you know of somebody that has done something wrong previously, then they have every right to stop and search them.
No, I don't actually. I think it leads to a lot of discrimination, and I think it's an excuse to kind of target a particular part of the population who are deemed to be, terrorists, or to cause some kind of problem in society.